I am Cassandra Unimbe, and this is Coast Outlook. Thank you for joining us this Wednesday morning, the 16th of April 28, to release documents pertaining to Dane and technology entrepreneur, rather, a Greenspan. The court determined that prior public disclosures, including a 1993 affidavit by IRS Special Agent Calvin Moss, have nullified the agency's previous refusals to confirm or deny the existence of such records. The Nigerian government's response has actually been, I would say, that stands. And like I said, when you check our Facebook page, our YouTube, you realize go.
Because I feel like every other previous election cycle was a spec in news. Now, there's a section on his website that dealt with the 1993 drug trafficking case that was mentioned. And after I did that story, and then he reached out to me. I started communicating, and he was the one who actually came up with the idea that instead of just leaving it at the fact that you've done a good story, why don't we go further? Because your story was built on the IRS affidavits, from the 1993 information. The DEA is holding information. Potentially, the State Department and even the CIA might be holding, since this person is now some significant political repute. So, why don't we send an FYA to these 5 government organizations? So we did that. The FYA was rejected. So we was rejected. So this was around March 2023 when we then decided that, okay, we're going to discuss, officially appeal the decision to refuse our FIA request. And we sued 6 government agencies. So we sued the FBI, that's the Federal Bureau of Investigation, sued the Internal Revenue Service, we sued the DEA, that's the Drug Enforcement Administration, and the Department of Justice, the Executive Office of U.S. Attorneys, and then obviously the CIA. Okay. So the point of that lawsuit was that any files on this person that you have to disclose them, because this person is the relevant documentary pages and the places where information was blurred out. So it's 93, and information that's mostly.
All right.
So,
oh, go on. Sorry.
So we that came out. That we did. We filed a form. Sorry, 2024. And we've been going to the election, and then the politician came. That's actually the lawyer handling the case of this one. So the entire direction of the case changed. It's very rapid, very dramatic. Became president, and I guess they are.
Thank you much. Now, talking about the U.S. and where as people would say that what exactly of the United States Justice, the United States in this case, because it's all like us saying Nigeria don't have accountability, or even our courts do not have that capacity. What would you say about this? Do you think that the U.S. justice system is
on themselves? It wasn't me. So if I'm looking for to blame or something that they should that they're going to release or not release, like this will have remained, hidden forever. If someone didn't make a conscious decision to go digging for it. The second thing is, no one going to hold it. The U.S. government is going to prosecute the Nigerian president. That's Nigeria, and there's no question about that. But the point of all of this is not some sort of legal outcome in short term. The point of all of this is public disclosure. Okay. This has always been to prove a political point. At least for me, has always been the goal. People should know exactly who and what that someone purports to be Nigeria's number one official actually is, that this is who this actually is. This is where this person is actually coming from. And I feel like when Nigerians have that information, then they will finally be empowered to make the right political decisions. And when I say political decisions, I'm not just referring to electoral decision.
Okay.
There are several things Nigerians can do which fall under that banner of political decisions.
All right. Now, talking about digging, you said, of course, the Nigerian, decided to go seek for these answers, facting us from more pressing issues in Nigeria. Even the Nigerian presidency has downplayed the ruling, calling it old news. How would you react to this framing? Because you are saying that it may not be necessary to prosecute the current president, because that cannot be possible, at least not now. But how is this going to help? Because it's old news, like the Nigerian government has said.
Well, first of all, if it was really old news and completely irrelevant, they wouldn't be this rattled. They wouldn't be responding to it. So the fact that they're even responding to story in and of itself. Secondly, they're also being clever by half, and they're not being honest, because what Bayo Ononiga was trying to infer was that, oh, there was some affidavit from 30 years ago, and that's what some people are rinsing and bringing up again. These files, like, again, maybe people didn't pay attention in 2023. These files have been released already. The problem is that they were redacted, right? So it's not as if, like, there's some, like, this is from 1993. The first time anybody saw what any of those files looked like in public was in 2023 as a result of this very same lawsuit. Now, the only thing that has changed in 2023 and now is that we went back to court to argue successfully that the redactions should be lifted. The exemptions used to justify the redactions should be taken away. So what the judge has ordered is that the same documents that were produced, so that is what we're expecting to see, and that's what we're expecting to come out. So all these government spokespeople coming out to deny, deflect, and dissimulate, that's their job, really. They're trying to, like, downplay the seriousness of the situation.
Okay. Now, thank you so much, Mr. David. In case you just tuned in, this is Eagles 102.3 from Abu, and you have been listening to Eagles Outlook. And today on the show, we are talking about the recent development where a U.S. federal court ordered the FBI and DEA to release documents pertaining to past investigations involving Nigerian President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And the other side, we have investigative journalist David Hundeyin, who has joined us this morning. Now, David, we have some comments here from Nigerians, because our callers on the other side are really waiting to react to this. Now, this comment is from this person. He's Abbas, reporting from duty. He says, "Good morning. I want to express my displeasure with Mr. David. For you to bring him to interview this morning shows you didn't follow Mr. Tinubu and Mr. Atiku's case in CSU. Mr. David sold wrong information to Nigeria. Mr. Atiku claiming the person who went to CSU was a woman, which turned out to be falsehood after the court hearing with CSU. Please, I don't want us to take this man seriously, but if these documents are released and Mr. Tinubu is not indicted in any way, Mr. David should be sued by the Nigerian government for misleading the people of Nigeria. Thanks." Abbas, reporting from duty. What would you say to that?
Absolutely nothing. That's somebody that has not even said and doesn't deserve a response.
Okay, I think we just have to tone it down on the personal rhetorics, please. Okay, at this point, you can be a part of the conversation. Call us at 090-7353-0044 or send us a message on WhatsApp 09097054450 to join us here on the show. Hello, good morning. Hello? Hello, good morning. Can you hear us? Hello? Oh, well, this is happening again. Well, 090-7353-0044 is the number to reach out to us here on Eagles FM, or you can send us a message on 090-97054450. Hello? Hello? Good morning. All right, I think while we wait to fix that call, Mr. David, now let's talk about something that has been going on for a while. Now, you talked about it's about public information and it being in public glare. Do you believe Nigerians are ready or even willing to be confronted with certain uncomfortable truths or certain uncomfortable allegations, as in this case, and also about how they would react? I do not even know how to put it now, but do you think that Nigerians are even willing or are even ready for this? All of this, do you think that they are ready for all of this? Hello? Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Danoja is my name. I'm calling from Kuba in Abuja here.
All right, please, let's hear you.
I don't know, say we get this type of Nigeria in abroad. I want this man to come home and form organization to get all this corruption in Nigeria. They are do the best in the world. And then if the Nigerian man can follow, go to FIB, go to all those things to take them to court in America. We need him to come home. The case in the home. Hello?
I'm right here. I can hear you.
Okay, are you hearing me?
Yes, please. You are being
The
heard.
case at home here is too much. The corruption at home is too much. Let him come home and form an organization to take all these people to court. Because he has done the best in the world. And then I pray that God will give him more strength to continue this thing. Anybody criticizing this man, that means that person is a criminal. The man has done the best. He has done the best, and then he has right his name in the gold. By taking all these companies, taking all this FIB to court to release the document of our Mr. President for case of drug. I think he has done the best. Anybody criticizing that means that person is just wanting to be in Nigeria. Thank you very much. God bless Nigeria. Thank you.
All right, God bless Nigeria. However, I think everyone at the end of the day is entitled to how they feel or whatever side that they stand. That is what democracy is about. Well, we will be rejoined by David as we try to also listen to the other side as well. 09073 0044 is the number. Hello, David. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
All right, sorry you got disconnected. So now I was asking that do you think the Nigerians are ready for this whole investigation or whatever that is coming with it, the information? Do you think they're even going to use it in the first place? How are they going to use it, or are they even willing to use it in the first place? Is anybody ready for this at this moment?
Well, I think we're all about to find out together, because I feel like we're at this inflection point in our history as a country where to act as if the Nigerians, the collective that is known as Nigerians as a people,
Okay.
there has always been one to blame politician or the other or circumstance or the other. But do we want to take its place on the global stage,
Okay.
or do we want to be treated as if we are Eswatini or Botswana? And if that's the case, that's also fine. But it's Nigerians who will make that decision ultimately.
That decision is for Nigerians to thank you much. So one of our callers actually said something. He commended you, but he went on to say that you should come home. You should come home to form a coalition because of so much is happening in the country at the moment. Come back to see how you can work with all the Nigerians back home to fix the country. What do you have to say about this?
Well, first of all, right now, at the moment, I'm still very much a journalist. If I ever go into politics one day, then I'll be very open about it. I'm not a very subtle person. So right now, I haven't made any such decision. Right now, I'm still very much a journalist. However, if someday that decision were to change, then yeah, definitely, I'll be right there with my full chest. Right now, I haven't made that decision. Right now, I feel like there are people who are in the electoral and political space who are there, and I am right now. I'm satisfied to be a sort of actor, if that makes sense. Okay. If someday I do decide to throw my hat in the ring, you'll be the first to know, because I'm very, very open and blatant about it. So until then,
to some of our listeners, and then you react appropriately. Now, this message, whose handlers will try to play it down. If there's no past, they can be present. Apart from Tinubu's case in the country, can't move forward if we continue to elect people questionable characters into the government. Taking you be a part of the show by calling us on 090-753-0044 so that we can hear you. We have investigative journalist David Hundeyin. He's here and you react. Hello this morning, but hopefully we will rise of this as 90-9705-4450. You can send a voice note as regards this conversation. What do you have to say concerning this? Now, the topic of the session today, we have been looking at what's happened as regards our documents concerning Nigeria's president. We are examining the Nigerian government's response. Investigative, as David Hundeyin has said so far. How would you react to this? Do you have questions? Of course, one of the petitioners or what actually filed this talking about Hundeyin, he's listening to you. If you have questions, post these questions to him and he'll be answer you. Hello? Hello? Here on Eagles FM.
For so long, you've been silenced. We have just found your voice. Take music.
Before we come for a chance or before you become a member of any political, we can feel happen in Nigeria. This is also measures that if God looks down from heaven, you realize that we will really pay for our sins.
Your truth and be heard. Miracle Trade with Pastor Ohis Egwahide on Friday, 18th April 20th Street, Abi Abu, time 8 p.m. Night of prayer, worship, miracles, invitation of grace, and demonstration of the power of God. For more inquiries, call the number 050-957 or 0808-825-5790. Get ready. One word from God will change your life forever. Powered by Christ Embassy Abuja Zone 1, Imminence in Wisdom Group, and Imminence in Grace Group. Competitions? They don't exist. With Eagles, you soar.
Any money where I get, I deflect, I devote.
No AC? No problem. We're cooling you down with the freshest hits.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja. For so long, you've been silenced. We have just found your voice. Take it. Use it.
You assess Nigerians before you become politicians or before you become a member of any political party. The kind of things that happen in Nigeria, this is so measures that if God looks down.
6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eagles 102.3 FM. Your radio experience you can count on.
Concerning the U.S. court order as regards Tinubu's alleged drug links and examining the Nigerian government's response to the development, we have investigative journalists.
And they have chosen their president according to their constitution. Can it have any effect on the president himself? Remember, our constitution, and looking at the so-called independent bodies, how many of them are truly independent? Are they truly independent? So does this really matter to us as a people now? That is what we should be looking at.
Okay.
For me, let us allow the sleeping dog to lie until the right time comes. Thank you.
Okay, Uche, thank you so much. Now, what do you think is the right time? When is the right time?
Well, when I'm talking about the right time, the president is just close to 2 years in. So 2027, there will be election, and then the Nigerians will.
Much, okay. All right, now just before you react to that, Mr. David, we have a message here, a follow-up message from one of our callers. He's saying that he is not surprised that you couldn't answer his question. Let me just take it the way he wrote it. I am not surprised Mr. David couldn't answer my question concerning CSU case. Going further, being an investigative journalist doesn't mean you should be misleading the people. Let Mr. David tell us if he has seen this document and the missing part, what it entails. Thanks about reporting from duty. You might want to react to this, and then the previous caller that said we should wait for the right time, or Nigerians should wait for the right time. Hello? Hello, Mr. David, can you hear us?
I'm not going to be drawn into any kind of nonsense. So, yeah, good luck to him. So, when people say something like this is not the right time, as you rightly asked, the response that I would give. So, when is the right time? When is there time? Right, we go. The second best time is today. So, if you think something is not the best time because maybe it should have been done before, or you feel like, oh, this is not the right time because it should be done at some point in the future, at some specified point in the future, then you have to ask yourself, what do I actually want, and what's my motivation for thinking that this is not the right time? Because when exactly is there ever a right time? When people are working on projects that have to do with things like public scrutiny and accountability, yes, there is a lot of discomfort involved for many different reasons. Some people feel like, oh, this isn't just about one person. This is about potentially the image of the country that is being dragged. And I have sympathy for them. But at the end of the day, what they need to understand is that, that one person does in fact have the ability to smear the entire country.
Okay.
If these things are not dealt with, at least in a court of public opinion. So somebody has to do it, right? There's this thing called the tragedy of commons, where everybody thinks that it's everybody else's job to do something, so that something never actually gets done. I decided to intervene and break that tragedy of commons that happens in lots of the time in Nigeria's public space or political space by making myself that crazy person, quote unquote crazy person, who would take things to the extent that maybe even Gani Fawehinmi wasn't even able to take it during his time, because he made similar attempts to do certain things. But obviously he didn't live in the information era that we do now. There are certain processes that exist now that didn't exist in his time. And I was the only one, I thought, at that time who had the circumstances and the ability and the knowledge to actually get certain things done, which is why I went down this road, and which is why I'm still going down this road. So if individual people feel uncomfortable or feel discomfited by it, I sympathize with them, but I'm not going to stop, because at the end of the day, this is about something much bigger than just people's individual feelings. This is about the future of 200 million people, potentially the future of 1.5 billion people on the African continent. I think that's a goal worth sacrificing oneself for.
Wow. All right, thank you so much, David. We'll come back to you after this call. Hello?
Hello, are you hearing me now?
Yes, please. Good morning.
Good morning, Danoja is my name.
All right, sir. Go ahead.
Mr. David, don't be discouraged. People are quoting you, they don't know what they call a record. Keeping record and breaking record, they don't know about it. They are just a supporter of the government. You see, a corrupt country run by corrupt men. Honest people in those countries, they are great enemies of people. That's why you see they are attacking you. One, I went to appeal to you as a Nigerian citizen and a senior citizen in Nigeria. The person talking, I'm above 70. I went to create your office in Nigeria, have your agents in Nigeria to present the case of all this corruption. Even if they are not trying, if they publish it in their abroad, they will have the record, they know the corrupt people, they know how to deal with them in Nigeria. 95% of politicians in Nigeria now, they're only just looking at money away, who's the supporters, and then nobody to publish it. As you're an American there, I pray that God will give you strength, establish your agents in Nigeria here. to investigate the case of the corruption and publish it in their blood. The foreign country and then their blood, they would not know how to handle them. Deputy Senate President commit offense in Nigeria. He was jailed in London. So those corrupt people, if you continue publishing them in where you did in America, some of them they can't stay to America. If they stay to America, the linkage, they may arrest them. And then from that place, they will care. If they went to take government money away, they will care. Whether they can investigate them and publish them in abroad. I'm begging you, I say God beg you. Have your agents in Nigeria to start investigating all these corrupt people. Thank you very much. God bless Nigeria. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Elder Onoja. I think, David, that was the person that was saying you should establish an office here in Nigeria. But we have a call. Let's pick it. Hello?
Hello, good morning, Captain.
Yes, good morning, Eunice. How are you doing today?
Yeah, this is Eunice. I'm calling you from Goju.
Please go ahead.
As for me, how long are we going to be patient waiting for them? Are we going to be waiting for them till wait the election come before they will start doing the right thing? Because this is what is happening. People are suffering. Next 2 years now, they will come out for voting. So please, we are suffering in Nigeria here. Their children, they are enjoying that place. But we are suffering. They should come back. They should come back. Because definitely they are doing all these things. If election come back, if the election comes, they will start claiming that, see, I don't even know how to explain this. I pray that this election, God will reveal every secret, because this is what used to happen in Nigeria. This is our country, Nigeria. A time, people will come out and vote person like a president to take care of Nigeria, take care of the people. They will leave the country, go to another place, enjoying themselves. If the election come out, they will still come back again, confuse the people. They will still vote them. We are praying, we are praying. We are not children. We are praying. Even our little small children, we are praying. No more APC again. Because all these things that they are doing now, if election come out, you will see what will happen. They will come out, deceiving people, giving people money, and the end, they will still vote again.
Okay,
please, we need the right thing. Please.
Okay.
We are tired for all those things. We are tired. God is hearing our crying. And we believe election will come. This will not happen. We will choose the right thing. We are praying. We are praying. It's not that we are not praying, because definitely what is happening, if the election come out, this is what will happen. They will come and claim they are the right people. No more condition for the election. That is my own. I am speaking like a child and a granddaughter to them.
All right, thank you very much, Eunice. 090735300044 is the number to connect with us here. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, this is Simon Peter calling from Apple.
Please go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, you are connected. Go ahead, please.
Okay, there's noise from your background. Okay, yeah. I'm calling in respect to the program happening live in the studio.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
You are connected, sir. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go
yeah,
ahead.
I just want to ask your guest, Mr. David. I want to ask him a question, because, like, depends in respect to the program or the topic going on concerning the U.S. recent order in respect to our Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Are you there?
Your question, sir. Go ahead.
Okay. Then, like, what is the benefit listening, or what would be the benefit of the outcome of the listening of the document? That is what I want to know this morning.
All right, thank you.
Of the listening of the document. That is what I want to know this morning.
All right, thank you so much. David will definitely clarify on that. So, David, our caller wants, what is the benefit if this document is released? What are the implications for Nigeria?
From the point of view of the person who instituted the action, was to create public disclosure, to give the public information that they otherwise wouldn't have. So the context here is that Nigeria is an information desert. People just don't know what they don't know because it has been designed that way. There's a lot of important information which is withheld from the foreign jurisdictions to hold on to important information, banking on the fact that people will not know how to go through legal processes to get hold of that information, which can be used to again make political decisions. And that was why I decided that, look, I have the circumstances that permits me to do this thing. And so instead of just being a typical Nigerian in diaspora who is just looking for a red or blue passport and what to fill their stomach and which car to drive and which house to buy, I decided I'm going to actually do something that I think will leave some sort of lasting impact for the country that I come from. And that's what this is about. It's information that will give Nigerians the ability to make a lasting political decision. Again, I'm not sure of decision whether it's another type of political decision. That's for Nigerians to decide. But the point is, they must.
It says, good morning. We should not listen to U.S. drug case. President of the United States, Barack Obama, is the kingpin that removed Jonathan from power. Simply, America, do you want to say America's a hypocrite? What do you mean? Well, that message is from Joseph from Jahi. Thank you. From Jahi. Thank you so much. Let's pick the last call. Hello? So much. Let's pick the last call. Hello?
Hello, Cassie.
Yes.
Hello, Cassie.
Yes, Uche. Good morning again.
Morning. Please, of course, we know that someone who took this step, in fact, by now would have even seen the limelight on me or on the process. But what is our fate? But however, I don't want him to feel discouraged. I never mean to discourage him or discredit his efforts. No. I'm very sorry over my